Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Autoalex podcast, episode 32. We're going to do this slightly differently. Nothing has been scripted. There is literally no plan. But as you will see from the title of this podcast, we got to talk about Shedfest, or hashtag Shitfest, as it was also known. But before we get into that, just want to say a massive hello to everyone who actually made it to Shedfest. Well, I think we were all completely overwhelmed by the love and the support that we had. And the most surreal thing for me was standing on stage with you guys and Gareth, looking out at, I think it was about 7,000 or 8,000 people. It was just a massive meat fest.
I think it was more than that, genuinely.
Yeah, it potentially was.
I've never seen so many people in my life.
It was incredible. Yeah, it was like so surreal. But in the center of all of that was Rory's mum, Jackie. And we did a little kind of podcast, not podcast. We were standing up and we were just chatting, the usual thing, saying hello to people. And then I kind of built up to the whole, and Rory's mum, Jackie. And about 5,000 or 6,000 people all shouted Rory's mum, Jackie. And how did your mum feel about that?
My mum loved it all.
Did she?
Yeah, she was going around. She was absolutely loving the whole day. There was a Land Rover that had a flag that said, "Where's Jackie?"
What'd you call me?
There was two people who had hoodies on that just said, "I'm only here for Rory's mum, Jackie."
Jesus Christ.
She's got loads of photos throughout the day of just people. She's got a whole photo with the whole merch team that were all wearing Rory's mum, Jackie t-shirt.
Yeah.
She genuinely was having the best day of her life.
That is amazing.
That is really, really amazing. And the funny thing, or maybe you would call it an awkward thing, is that your dad, Rory, was standing probably about 2 or 3 feet away from her in this crowd of 8,000 people. Your parents aren't together.
No. So I'm glad you mentioned this. My mum was like, "You could have mentioned that we're split. You've just ruined my dating chances."
Oh, bloody hell. But yeah, what did your dad make of everything when we, again, shouted his ex-wife's name?
He was very confused because my dad doesn't really pay too much attention to the actual content that we do.
Well, he's a very busy businessman.
He's a very busy
with 4D number plates.
Which he turned up with on another car. Which we'll leave for another.
Rod, you got to sort your shit out, mate. Okay.
But yeah, no. So he doesn't really know anything about this. So I think he was very confused when suddenly just 7,000 people just started saying Rory's mum, Jackie. That was, yeah.
Oh, that is
very
amazing.
Odd.
Yeah.
But I did get a call from him afterwards.
From your dad?
That's the first time ever I got a call from my dad.
What do you mean first time you ever got a call from your dad?
And then he went, "I'd just like to say, son, I'm very proud of you."
Really?
Oh,
that's funny because I didn't get a call from my dad.
no. Neither did I, no.
Well, no, I called you and you call me daddy sometimes.
But you're my son.
What?
How does that work?
Well, you call me daddy.
No, I don't. You're
You
my
do.
bottom.
I am not your bottom. You are
Yes, you
such
are.
a little power bottom bitch.
You are my bottom.
Shut your mouth. Anyway, we're getting a little bit sidetracked. But yeah, I think it's fair to say that the three of us especially are knackered.
Yeah.
Today's Tuesday. This podcast obviously going out on Wednesday. Saturday was a massive whirlwind. Sunday, we had to get rid of all of the cars, take them all out because there was a track day the next day. Monday, yesterday, I drove up to Cafe and Machine as well to do one of their I Love You Man nights, and I got home at midnight again.
Which was amazing, by the way. That was a really, really good evening.
Yeah,
obviously
really good
we all
evening.
came along as well. And
it was lovely. It was lovely having you guys there again, supporting and everything. But I haven't, well, personally, I don't know about you guys, but I've not had a chance to really sit and, it sounds really naff, but like digest everything that happened on Saturday. Which is a bit of a shame because last year's Shedfest was probably one of the best days of my life. It was absolutely amazing. Everyone came away from the show with so much positivity and love. But obviously this year's event, which maybe Rory, you can discuss in more detail, was anything but.
Yeah. It's annoying because like for a lot of the day, everything looked like it was going so right. Like the thing is, when we are at these shows, if anyone actually watches us or follows us around for the day, you will see that we are literally on our feet. We are either talking to people and meeting and stuff, or we're on stage. That is literally the only thing we do.
to be fair, I did sit down for 5 minutes and I had a cheeseburger.
You did not.
Robin brought it over for me.
She gave it to me as I was behind the stand, and she was like, "Give this to Taylor." And then I found you and I handed it to you.
Oh my God, it was so good.
It was a double one.
And
as
I
well,
sat down and I ate it. You had a bite as well, Rory.
Oh yeah.
It was so good. I nearly passed out.
Oh, this is the burger. I was like, oh, let me have some. And then Taylor was like, no. So he was like, all right, you can have a bite. So I took a bite of it. And then I was like,
bite?
This is good. So then I literally just shoved as much as I could in my mouth. Like a little hamster.
Little monster.
But yeah, no, so it's so busy. And we first got reports. I think Chris has got the timestamp of it from Chiro, from Petrolhedonism, about 2:00 that there was something not going right behind the scenes with the whole entry to the show. And it looks like, we're estimating, it's hard to gauge, but it looks like about 1,000 to 1,500 people.
It's very difficult to pinpoint how many people didn't actually get in. Yeah,
it looks like it's about that much that didn't get in. And even people who did get in, they were literally like, there was this the shit show that was this what 3 words sort of location that people were given, which then turns out was actually 2 miles from the location. So a lot of people parked up thinking that they were close to the actual venue, to only find out that they then had another 2 miles to walk. So, and I would like to say thank you to all the people who literally did walk 3-4 miles and everything like that just to get into the show. Like it is amazing that people went through that effort, and I'm so glad that they did, because I think once people got in, they realized they were having such a great time, which is, I think that's what we were getting from a lot of people, that there was a lot of anger from the people who never made it in, but the people who did wait 3 hours and, they went through, literally, they didn't have water, drinks, toilets or anything like that, and trying to piss in bloody driveways and bushes and stuff like this.
Yeah.
It's not what people should be having to do.
No.
But they still made it in, and then they were having such a good time when they actually did make it in.
Yeah. I actually did kind of write on, I think it was Sunday, Monday, I can't even remember what day. I wrote a post on Instagram, and I'll just go through it very, very quickly. Yesterday's event should have been the biggest and best car show we've ever been involved with. And for the literal thousands of people I and all the Autoalex team spoke to, we exceeded all expectations for good vibes, entertainment, and variety of cars. But there was a big problem, and there was a massive, massive problem. Access or lack thereof to Shedfest was made apparent to me by the event organisers in the afternoon. Shitfest became a trending theme. Many of you turned around after ridiculous 4-hour queues, and even more people were simply stuck with no food, water, or communication about what was happening and why. This is simply not good enough, and I'm so disappointed and genuinely upset at the very real frustration this has caused a lot of people. Please know that Petrolhedonism Club, so that's obviously Chiro's Instagram, is working tirelessly to get to the bottom of the traffic chaos and is responding to your emails. To everyone who made it to Shedfest, thank you so much for making it so special. We loved meeting you and hope you had an amazing day. I thought I would just read that out because I'm literally too tired to be able to actually articulate that quite as well. But the point was, there's no polite way of saying it was a traffic disaster, access fuck up. It just wasn't good enough. And there are a lot of learnings, and that can never happen moving forwards. Yeah. And as for Chiro as well, the event organizer, he is so upset, upset. He spoke to me. He was really, really emotional, really disappointed, very, very upset. The thing with Chiro is he lives and breathes cars and creating events that usually are absolutely flawless. It just didn't work out this time.
It's not a career for him, is it? It is his life.
It is his life. He is one of the nicest people I've ever met. He's so lovely. He bends over backwards for everyone. And the backlash that he especially has had, me as well, people came to the stand and were trying to find me, to threaten me. It happened. We are very sorry. Again, like Autoalex team, we are not the event organizers. We didn't come up with the traffic management, anything like that. That was done between the organizers and Mallory Park, and mistakes were made. But it was our job to bring the entertainment, to bring the people. It was their job to make sure that everything went smoothly. And there were some issues which were compounded into an absolute shit show of people not being able to get access. And for that, we are really, really sorry. And more so, just disappointed that we didn't get to meet all of you.
I think what a lot of what we were seeing on social media as well, that people wanted an explanation of why it happened. We can only obviously give rough accounts of what we've started to learn over the time. But just to give you a backstory, the venue was, because I think there was a lot of there is a lot of responsibility on Petrolheadonism, but there was an equal responsibility on the venue as well, because the venue said they could hold 12,500. I think the biggest problem is the venue's probably not used to hosting a car show. The biggest events that they do were BSB, which is British Superbikes, which can hold 12,500. But I think what they're forgetting is a lot of people for that will be arriving on motorbikes, or when you go to like a racing show or something like that, you're arriving and you want to pack as many people in your car, try and save money, go up. It's not about the journey or showing off your car when you get to a race. A car show is completely different. The numbers that want to turn up in their own car, instead of a group of 5 mates will go up, they'll all want to be in their own car and show off their car and do a little road trip up. And I think that's where the 12,500 was probably, yes, it can hold that many spectators, but can it hold probably 9,000-ish cars with what actually turned up? So can it hold that? No.
Absolutely not. The road network just isn't built for it.
No.
It's not designed for it, and it can't happen again. And we had reports like you alluded to earlier of no food, no water, no communication, nowhere to go to the toilet. So yeah, people were pissing in other people's driveways. It was an absolute shit show.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we were pretty oblivious of anything that was going on inside. And when people did get inside and they saw us having a great time, they were really disappointed and angry that we hadn't taken action. But literally we didn't know. No. And there was nothing we could do because we were in the show.
Yeah, I think it's something that we obviously, I think we have said for next year, we are going to make sure that there is someone, if it's Petrolheadonism or whatever it is, there will be someone on the ground doing social updates throughout the day to make sure that doesn't happen again. But yeah, I think the problem is that I don't think no one knew actually how bad it was. The marshals, there weren't enough of them up in the fields.
Not at all.
So I don't think they actually knew how bad the traffic was, because they weren't going further enough out. They were only literally staying within the boundaries of where they were parking people. So they didn't know until we saw literally drone shots in the evening that this tailback was actually going all the way back through the villages, through everything. They were just seeing queues of cars, which is a massive mistake. And we're hearing obviously the fields were boggy and they were muddy, and the fact that the way that they were parking cars was maybe not the best way of doing it.
There were breakdowns, cars were overheating. I've also heard a few reports of a crash that wasn't even related to the show that actually compounded the traffic jams as well. If that's true or not, I don't know. That's just what I've heard on social media. But I just wanted to address that. We are facing this head on, and we can only apologize that, yes, getting into the show was an absolute shit show, and we are very sorry. And Chiro is very sorry, and he is working tirelessly. On, I think, Saturday or Sunday night, he went to bed at 4 a.m. because he was going through hundreds and hundreds of emails. He woke up 2.5 hours later. He went through hundreds and hundreds of emails more. And it's affected him. Yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's affected his mental health as well. Because like Taylor said, he lives and breathes this. He is only human. And yes, mistakes were made, but please just bear in mind that he is a man. Okay, he is a man. He has feelings as well. So, before you launch into vitriolic, angry messages, just remember that, okay? Because we are only human. However, the show itself, and you can talk us through it, was, I think, a massive, massive success. Obviously, for those people who got in there. So walk us through your emotions, your feelings towards what we actually achieved, because it's so easy to get caught up in all the negatives and then forget about how amazing that day was.
I genuinely was just overwhelmed. I couldn't take in everything on that day.
Is it because you didn't make it in?
No, it was it was just incredible. It wasn't just the quantity of people that were there. It was how far they'd travelled.
Yes.
I met so many people that had travelled from Scotland or, from abroad, come from Europe. I met a lovely couple that had come all the way from Australia.
Were they the older couple?
Yes.
Yes, I spoke
and they
to
were
them as well.
absolutely lovely. They were wonderful, wonderful people. And they'd travelled from Australia.
Was it Marty and Mook?
No.
A lovely older couple?
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
No, I met them as well, and they said that they were literally just here, that they'd just retired, and they were watching, and they saw our show coming up, and they were like, let's use this as an excuse to go over. So they went over. They're obviously now, I think they are doing a trip around Europe.
They are,
now.
yeah.
But this was the start of their trip, and they were so nice, and it was lovely to speak to people like that.
It was just incredible, and Tavares as well. He's come all the way from
Oh,
Florida.
he's an animal, isn't he?
I
I've got
love
so much
Tavares.
love for him.
Yeah. He's all the way from Florida just to come to Shedfest.
Yeah.
Obviously, again, he'll do other stuff while he's over here, but it's just incredible, and everyone was there to meet us and show their appreciation for cars and what we do, and it was just so emotional. I got overwhelmed. I was standing throughout the day. Me and you were sort of near each other, weren't we, Rory?
Yeah.
And we had a queue of people lining up to come and meet us. And I was midway through it and I'm thinking, my speech is starting to slow a bit. I've met so many people, but I just wanted to keep going.
Yeah.
I wanted
just
to
can't
keep
stop,
going.
can you?
Yeah. I loved meeting everyone. It was just amazing. And
Yeah.
I felt so appreciated that people admire what we do to such a high level. It was amazing. And standing on that stage with you guys as well, doing the awards and doing, speeches and things like that. It was incredible. And I loved every single moment of it.
Good.
Do you know what I absolutely loved as well? It was the variety of people.
Yes.
It was families. It was the young car enthusiast. It was someone's dad who had no idea what YouTube was, but his son has been introduced to him, and he's now absolutely. It was amazing to see the mix of people. You don't usually get that at a lot of car shows.
No, it's a lot of the same generation, isn't it?
Yeah, and it was amazing to see this absolute spread of people all having a great time.
Yeah. And we also got really lucky with the weather, which was amazing.
So lucky.
We did get quite burned.
Maybe a bit too lucky.
Yeah.
Rory got really burned.
Yeah, I did get burned.
And it was awesome. And I must say, I'm loved by a lot of mums.
Oh God, so
A
many
lot of
mums.
mums.
Yeah.
But it was just awesome.
And do you remember when I think it came to about 10 o'clock where spectators were allowed to come in? We walked over the bridge. Do you remember the bridge over the actual track? I looked up and I saw a sea of, I'm guessing maybe 3,000 people. And I turned to you guys and I was like, holy shit, that's more people than I remember ever seeing. And they were all waiting at the gate to enter. And we opened the gates, I think at maybe 10:15 or so. And people just came rushing through and, I was giving high fives to people and fist pumps and chatting to people. And then a queue formed for all of us to chat. And there was one family, there was a lady, daughter, and then the husband, I think husband/partner. I'm so shit with names, so it's either Mark or Mike. But Mark/Mike is very ill at the moment, and he was desperate to come to Shedfest to meet us, to chat to us, and to potentially have one of the last big car shows. To have fun there with his family and just to have a really, really great day. So we had a really, really good chat. It was amazing to meet the three of you. Yeah. And I directed you guys straight to the Autoalex tent and food, water, whatever you want, T-shirts, just take whatever you want. You can raid the show. And they were kind of backstage as well. We had another chat again. And it's stuff like that makes me think what we do is, surface level, we entertain people, we buy shit cars, we go on adventures, but it is so much deeper than that. And we've picked up on it so many times that us doing these things makes people forget, bad situations that they're in, illness, whatever it may be, mental health issues. If we can make people laugh, even just for a few minutes, then that is job well done. And, seeing his face light up and gave him a big hug and everything. It was just for me, that was the best part of the day.
Yeah.
Was spending time with him. Equally, Matt Pollard.
Yes.
Yeah.
And his dad Andy,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
made it in.
Yeah. It's great to see that.
Yeah, Matt's health is deteriorating. But he was also determined to get there to Shedfest. We spent really good time in the RV that we had
We
a good
did,
chat. And we also agreed that we would be doing Mattwood at Goodwood very, very soon. So Jade, I'm going to be phoning you from Goodwood, and I'm going to need another day from you very, very soon, because we need to get Mattwood V3 off the ground, and we need to make a shitload of money again for charity. But highlights for me, obviously seeing literally almost 10,000 people, seeing the family, Mark, Mike, sorry, I'm so shit with names, and spending time with Andy as well. And oh God, I don't know how many hands I shook. Like, so many hands.
It's a lot. Yeah.
Did you get any firm handshakes?
Yes.
Because your
And I
fingers
was
are a
just-
little bit screwed,
Yes.
aren't they?
Yeah, sorry about
And
that.
by the end of the day, my hand was fucked.
Was it?
And it was for the day after, and the day after, and this morning.
Really?
So thank you for that, Rory.
Why?
You bell end.
Why? I didn't. What did I do?
Yeah, what's going on?
Because you stood on stage and said, "Oh, make sure everyone you give Taylor a firm handshake because he's got a broken finger. It'd be really funny." And then people kept coming. Half the people, to be fair, would say, "Oh, I won't shake your hand. I know you've got bad hands."
Yeah.
Or gave me a really gentle handshake. And some of them, "What? Grab on!" I went, "Oh, you fucker!" It really hurt. Some of them really
that's
hurt.
fun, eh?
But yeah, it is really sore, particularly today. It wasn't as bad yesterday, but today it's really bad.
God, he complains about it so
But,
much.
he does,
like a
it's
doesn't
broken
really
record.
bad. I
Is
think I
it?
might actually genuinely go to the hospital about it.
Yeah, maybe instead of complaining, you'd actually can get something done
Yeah.
about
I
it.
hate going to the hospital. I hate it. But I'm actually tempted.
Yeah.
Genuinely, it's that
You
bad.
won't go to the hospital.
I might.
I think they'll end up putting him down, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I am ruined.
Overweight.
Yeah, very. Says you though. You can't
says
say
she
that.
over there.
I can only say it because I'm fat as well.
Also, as well, massive thank you to random people who just came up to me and gave me gifts. I don't know. Did
Same.
you get gifts?
Yeah. I got a toy mini. I got some really cool Polaroids of some of my cars, which was
really?
amazing. A guy gave me a Scottish £5 note to go towards my G-Wagon.
Really?
Yeah, which is
that's
really nice. So
amazing.
thank you for that.
That's
And
amazing.
yeah, I got some really cool gifts
Oh,
actually.
I'm so glad for you that you guys got really
Did you not
cool
get
gifts.
anything?
Oh no, I did.
What'd you get?
I got a hamster that moves around and talks to you.
Really?
Yeah. I got a mug, which was actually quite nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I think there was a few things for my mum. Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah,
I bet. Yeah.
yeah.
I got, and if you're watching on YouTube, I am pointing up a Porsche emblem on a little leather keychain thing. That was very cool.
Oh, you got given that?
Yeah,
That's really cool.
Yeah, I was so dazed. I was chatting to someone, and then I think like an outstretched arm came towards me and just handed it to me.
That's really cool.
And I think I just shouted thanks, and then we just moved on. It was bizarre.
That's
but yeah,
a genuine one.
It's on my keychain, so thank you very much for that. Also, my buddy Matt, who has a BMW M140i with all like anime on it.
I saw that. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? He was listening to the podcast with his mum in the car while they were driving, and I revealed, excuse me, that that Rihanna and I are going to have a kid, a daughter, in August. And his mum got really quite emotional, really, really happy. And then she got to work knitting the most amazing blanket,
Really?
baby blanket, like the softest thing in the world.
That's lovely.
So yeah, that's amazing. We also got some baby grows that says Daddy's Little Mechanic on it,
Oh, that's nice.
from a really, really nice couple. And we got the number plate surrounds.
Yes. So a really, really nice guy. I can't remember his name.
I know. Well, the boxes
I'm
over
really
there.
shit with names. Hang on.
Yeah, same. The boxes over there. Da, da,
But
da,
while
da,
Taylor's
da.
doing that, Alex,
Yeah.
what else did you get that maybe people might be able to see in the unit?
An ego.
No. It's big. It's
herpes.
red.
Me?
Oh, penis.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. No. It's
it's behind me.
It's behind you.
It is my BMW E30 Touring 325i. That Yorkshire car restorations, apologies, have been working on for the past 6 months, I want to say. About
Yeah,
6
a long
months.
time.
A very long time. So that car, Roger, behind me, was completely rotten. And Ryan has been working tirelessly fixing everything. So the whole underbody is completely brand new. It's been ice blasted. It's had full Dinitrol treatment, and they even resprayed the entire Roger red. So I have a brand new E30.
Yeah.
So
Red
so massive thank you to Yorkshire Car Restoration for doing that. And there is a whole series on their YouTube channel, so please do go check it out. It's like their last episode, ice blasting all of the underneath. It's like one of the most satisfying episodes.
I really want to do that.
Oh, it is so satisfying. Yeah.
And then next week we are, hopefully, if everything goes to plan, going to be doing a video on it.
Yes.
Where we've got a lot to do to this car.
We do.
We've got suspension, BC coilovers to go on. We've got wheels.
Yep.
We've
Scorpion
got
exhaust.
Scorpion
I
exhaust.
bought Harker wheels.
Yeah, you did.
They are the bollocks.
And
Yes.
a full interior.
A full interior.
A full interior.
And
we need to do the headlining as well.
Lots of Febby service parts as well to go on.
Yes. Have they not gone on? Have we not done that?
We didn't do all of them, no, because
Okay.
there's a few arms and stuff that we were like, well, there's no
that's
point
true.
doing this.
That is true.
Because the whole car's rotten.
Yes. But Roger is no longer rotten. And yesterday, for the first time, I got so excited about Roger. And you know, we're doing the Poland trip. We are going to Autoalex, by the way. Is this the first time mentioning it?
Yes. Yeah.
We are going to Autoalex in Poland.
Cannot describe to you how excited I am about that.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I'm super excited about
It's going to be good. So we're actually going to be going there with Car Vertical, our very good friends and sponsors. And the plan was that we were going to take your 5 Series, your E28, your 6 Series,
E24.
E24, and my 7 Series, E32. But now I have my E30 back. So why don't we do 3, 5, 6, and 7 Series to Poland?
Really cool.
That would be cool.
So yes, we do actually still have the E32.
Yes.
As well. We've kept it because we are keeping it for this trip.
Yep.
I know a lot of you always ask about where the cars go, but that is in our storage unit at the moment.
Yes. Is it? No, it's outside in a paddock, in a horse paddock.
But it's got a cover on, so it's fine.
Oh yeah, yes, yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much a storage unit, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, I will be driving Roger all the way to Poland, so I'm super excited.
Yeah, so these changing subjects slightly, these number plates around.
Yeah.
They're Ledos Pro. Is that how you'd say that?
Yes, Ledos Pro. Yeah,
these are awesome. We actually tested these out earlier, didn't we? So if you're listening to this with your ears and not looking at it with your eyes, they are black number plate surrounds with Autoalex in the bottom.
Yes.
And there's a
and
positive
yellow stripes as well.
Yes, there's a positive and negative wire coming out the back. Because if you wire it into your number plate lights, they're illuminated.
Yes.
You've just shit.
I did.
I literally felt that through the sofa.
I'm sorry.
They're illuminated.
Oh my God.
And they look really cool.
They do look really cool. Yeah.
And
Honestly, you
I
worked all
got
that.
some as well. Fuck off, wafted it at me. I got some
It's bad, isn't it?
Can
Yeah.
you
bad.
stop shitting
Sorry,
the place
sorry.
up?
I'm lucky that this chair leans so far backwards.
I got some tailor-made cars ones as well.
Yeah.
And they're awesome. I'm going to put them on my van.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm going to put them on my van. They look so cool.
That's fantastic.
So yeah, we got those. And also, a really lovely guy called Alex gave me my rug.
Oh,
Done me a tailor-made cars custom rug, which he made by
my
hand.
God. I also have a rug, but hold on. My rug is going to need more airtime than your rug.
No, mine is better than yours.
It's actually
My
not.
rug is
my
the
rug
bollocks.
is 6 foot.
My
It's
rug's
taller
better
than me.
yours. It doesn't need to be taller than
It's
you.
a lot
'cause mine
taller
is
than
the
you.
bollocks.
It is a lot taller than me. No, my rug is actually in my house, and it's going to stay in my house. It is not going in the unit.
Mine's going in my office.
It's because you don't care about your rug.
Do you know what was amazing as well? I'd like to shout out. So Ethan and Jack from All the Gear,
Yes.
previously Car From, they arrived like sort of 11, 12-ish. I think
Late.
they also got stuck in the
Late.
traffic. And yeah, they got stuck in the traffic as well, unfortunately. But they will be dropping their first proper video soon because they were actually in Iceland all of last week.
They were.
And by the sounds of it, they were having the best filming trip that they've ever had. And it sounded like it was a lot of work because they were constantly doing something.
And didn't they say that they had a police escort to go not away from an erupting volcano, but towards it with one local TV station?
Yeah, it was just them. They spoke to the tourist boards and the tourist board then said, yeah, we'll take you in.
That is amazing.
And I believe Ethan has a shot. I'm going to hope that it will be included. Ethan has a shot of the drone of a volcano erupting.
That is mad.
Jesus.
Yeah. So they literally came back and I spoke to them. They were like, I think we filmed some of the best stuff that we've ever filmed in our lives.
That's not bad for their first day on the job, is it?
No. So they've got their little road trip series coming out soon, which I'm so excited to see. But yeah, shout out to those guys because they were getting probably about 4 hours sleep a night.
Yeah.
And then I've come back and literally gone straight into Shedfest, and they stood out there all day meeting everyone that they possibly could. And the same, Top Dead Center were there as well, and they were also meeting loads of. It was quite amazing, wasn't it, to have like everyone together,
and Tom Lenthal and all of his
Tom
team
Lenthal
as
was
well.
there,
Oh yeah, Tom said that he had a queue formed for him at one
He
point.
did. He was signing autographs as well, and he's also got T-shirts made up of the XJC, which is in memory of his good friend Emma, who sadly passed away at the end of last year. And all of the money that was going towards buying those T-shirts is going towards her charity. And he pretty much sold out of all of those T-shirts. Also, Tony Wumble from
Auto Furnishings
UK. So he makes fantastic furniture out of car parts. He also is the man responsible for making all the awards. So the Piston Awards, the Turbo Awards, Spark Plugs, everything. They were fantastic. And he sold all of his stuff on the Tom Lenthal merch stand as well. So like a really, really good day had by all. And just looking around, not that we really had time to take a step back and look around, but from what I saw, everyone was smiling. Everyone had such an amazing, positive day. And yes, I had people coming up to me saying, we waited for 4 hours to get in, but you know what? It was worth it. And that for me is so important to remember, because it's so easy, like I said, to get caught in all the negativity. But for 9,000 people who had a fantastic time, I don't want to take that away from you, as I don't want to take it away from me, because we absolutely smashed it.
Yeah.
We had Mike Brewer as well. Mike Brewer made the Sun newspaper.
Maybe not for the right reasons.
Well, no. I think for the right reasons. I'm going to shout out why. Okay? I'm going to be controversial. Mike had to leave to go back home. So he was leaving. He went back home at about 1 or 2 p.m. He did his stage stuff with me, which was fantastic. And as he was leaving, trying to get out in the queues, obviously, someone winds down their window and shouts at Mike to lawyer up because he's going to sue Mike for all of the queues. It wasn't even Mike's event, man. Come on. Anyway, Mike being Mike, he wound down his window and he said, you better get off your crack pipe and maybe give someone a hug because it will do you good in the long run. I think that's I think it's a perfectly valid response.
Fair play.
Because, obviously Mike was not to blame. He was there as a guest. He was there as a favor for me, as a favor for us and for the audience as well. So, to get hate from someone who's obviously frustrated, I don't think was quite right. I think people maybe need to just chill for a little bit and just accept the fact that it is out of our hands, obviously. So yeah, Mike, nothing but love for you. And thank you again for coming.
Yeah.
We love Mike.
We do love Mike. But yeah, that was kind of Shedfest that we needed to talk about. And hopefully it gives some people a bit of closure. We know that it was a shit show of access. But for those of you who got in, we also know that you had one of the best car events ever. That's from you guys, not from me. So we will do better next year.
Yeah, I mean, so we do want to do more events and we want to do them better. And obviously Shedfest, we will always strive to be bigger and better each year that we do it. I think it's definitely something that we have learnt is probably that we are going to. Well, we now have someone, Chris, who will be helping out more with events. So because the whole reason that we use petrol hedonism and all that stuff, we at the moment don't have the time to get involved with the day-to-day of trying to set up an event. So I'll be honest, the first time that we were sort of looking at the event was kind of a few days beforehand when we turned up, and it was like we were looking at it going, yeah, okay, they said that they got the traffic management sorted, but yeah, you could see that the roads were small, but they did say they had a plan in place. But hopefully from now on we can actually control that a bit more and start looking a bit more at future plans and stuff like that it won't happen again.
Yeah, I think maybe we were just a bit naive that we thought, maybe we don't need to get that involved.
Yeah.
We clearly do need to get involved and, more more clever heads involved in everything is obviously going to smooth things out. I mean, you saw what the Autoalex merch stand was like. It was so slick. We had so many people on, and that's because we learned from last year, and it was just amazing. And like wait times went down from like 1-2 hours to like it was maximum 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, we're good at it, so yeah, we can also help out.
I was so happy to see the merch. Like Chris, he's been a full-time job trying to do the merch as a side gig, and he absolutely smashed it this year.
Yep.
Like the team, everyone on the merch stands, everyone like the likes of Luke, Andrew, all the Ellie, Ed, Jamie, James, Lucy, Ben. They absolutely smashed it. I'm sorry if I'm forgetting anyone's name there, but all of them were just
Dan.
Dan. Oh yeah. They were just such a slick operation of just making sure.
Rianne, my wife.
Oh, Rianne was just the superstar helping
She was
everyone
a trooper,
out.
wasn't she? Yeah.
You can't even call it a team. It's literally a family.
Yeah.
Like they just all smashed it, worked together.
Yeah.
Ellie lost her voice as well.
Ellie did lose her voice.
Like they were all working so hard all day.
Yeah.
There was a bit
mad.
where, because Ellie was like, so instead of like last year, we learnt from our lesson, we had like one pay point and one collection point. This year we went with like 3 times that basically. So then it was that sort of, when you're at a checkout and then there's a few and then you've got a little number 6 is available. But Ellie lost her voice. So then she was having to sort of like wave at people going like, hello, number 1, please.
It was very funny.
But yeah, it was great. It really was absolutely great operation. Chris has smashed it with that.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he's an organizational ninja, and he's really, really sunk his teeth into it. And fair play to you, Chris. You quit your full-time, very well-paid job to take on, Autoalex merch full-time. And, I think soon enough it will really pay off. But, there's the smiles on people's faces, and we were signing everything, and the quality of the stuff that we're selling, and we're just so agile with making T-shirts and sticker designs that people really love. And yeah, hopefully that will continue. We won't lose touch of that, which definitely is not the plan. But it was just so amazing to see that we were just a family. And it was just, I was so proud of what we'd achieved.
Same.
It's just a shame that everything around that kind of started to fall apart a little bit. But had that all been good, just imagine we'd be buzzing right now. But it is so bittersweet.
Yeah.
I think it's obviously frustrating for you guys who didn't make it in, but it is gutting for us that there is this connotation that people had such a, and you know what as well, especially shout out to all of you people with families that came with their kids and they were sitting in cars for 3-4 hours trying to entertain their kids and everything. Like, I think that's the thing. Shedfest is not just a normal car show. It is a family sort of orientated show, which meant that people were bringing kids along and stuff like that, which it's not fair on them to be sitting in a queue that long. So we will fix it next year.
Yeah, and also you mentioned it's a family show as well. Shout out.
Oh,
the biggest shout out to Ben from Dad Cars.
Yeah, except for Ben.
Oh.
What was your colouring in? I'm not happy about this.
Why?
That was fantastic.
What was going on?
Did you not see that?
I think I did. I just want him to repeat it.
There was a lovely little sort of outline picture
Of?
for kids to colour in.
Yeah, of?
It was a lovely picture of Taylor.
Right, yeah.
A lovely picture of you.
Yeah, fantastic. And
then next to
oh, shit, Tom Lenthal's phoning me. We're supposed to be with Tom Lenthal in 15 minutes. Wait. Sorry.
Fuck are ya?
Hello, Tom. You are live on the Autoalex podcast. Please do not say fuck or bugger.
Why do you keep on doing this to me?
Are you phoning because you know we're running late?
You're always running late. That wasn't why I was ringing you.
Do you want to sell me? Are we agreed on $2,000 for it? Hold out your hand.
For what?
I told you it's $3,000.
Shut up! It's $3,000. You didn't even pay $3,000.
For what?
Profit's not a dirty word, Alex.
It is to a friend. Anyway, how can I be of assistance? Bearing in mind you are live on the podcast.
Bearing in mind, one, I would like to know, roughly speaking, what time one
5.
would expect you.
It won't
No,
be 5.
5:30.
Oh, shit.
5:30.
Is that
That's
all right, Tom? All right, 5:30 is doable, definitely.
And bless Lewis.
Uh-oh, what's he done?
He's dropped a car off, hasn't he, at the yard?
Oh, has he taken the keys?
Well, I don't know if he's taken the keys, but you know we left a space for Stuart to move his container.
Oh, shit.
You know, I went round there and Stuart goes, "You're a YouTuber, mate." So he goes, "Are they a bit thick?"
Shit. Sorry, Stuart. Yeah, well, we will be with you. The first thing we'll do, Tom, is we'll move miles away from there. Sorry.
Yeah, move Miles out of the way so he can move the container. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing you later on.
But Tom, did you have a
Yeah.
nice time at Shedfest?
I had a wonderful time at Shedfest. Oh, my smiley lines, and now I've had to go down and get some skin treatment because of cheesy grinning so much.
You're so old.
Oh, can you? Have you got a guy?
Have I got a guy? Yeah, I have got a guy.
Oh,
yeah, so
please give me his number.
Oh my God.
My laughter
You
lines
two
are out
are
of
so
control.
old.
Are they really?
Yeah, they
Yes.
are. Yeah.
Also, if I'm live, I'd also like to say thank you very, very, very much for everyone at Shedfest who bought an Emma t-shirt because we raised
Yes.
a whopping $2,855.
Woo!
Oh, yes.
I did mention that, Tom, already. Not the money, obviously. But yeah, thank you again for everyone who bought those Emma
That was
t-shirts.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
we were over the moon with our face. Thank you, everyone. So yeah,
Good.
great. It was amazing.
All
yeah,
right.
It was brilliant.
Nice one, Tom. Right, do you want to
Okay.
say your usual to me now?
Fuck off. I'm busy.
Thank you, Tom. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
He never changes.
He doesn't. No.
He'll never change.
That's Mr. Tom Lenthal, everybody. What were you saying?
Oh yeah, so there was the outline of you two. And then,
Oh, yeah.
and then
yeah, and?
next to them there was an outline of a person,
Yeah.
but that person's head had been replaced by a hamster.
Are you? Was it not just?
I don't know why.
Was it not just your face?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
How
it
can
was-
you tell?
Well, because it was a hamster.
Yeah. But that is literally your face.
No. It
literally
was
is.
an actual hamster.
I'm looking at you right now, and all I see is a rodent.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It was very funny.
So thanks, Ben. That was really kind of you to do that.
But did you actually see The Family Zone?
I didn't actually get
No.
to go over to it.
So
no.
the only time I saw The Family Zone was there's a YouTube video of Shedfest, and I think it's the title is something like "Full Lap of Shedfest," and it's literally a whole drone lap of Shedfest of the actual racetrack. And I watched it yesterday in a bit of a daze, and I looked, I was like, oh my God, look at all of those cars. I literally had no idea how many cars there were on track. As the drone goes round the top of the track, I see the Family Zone from the sky. I see the big Dad Cars marquee. I see loads of seating in front of it. Very clever. I see trampolines with, those big elastic things. So
Yeah.
kiddies can jump high and not, just land wherever. And the little toy cars where kids were driving up and down the track. And I thought it just genuinely filled me with joy. And I was like, that is the bollocks. And that is the reason why I think Shedfest is so special, because there is something for everyone. I mean, the ages, it ranged from, Alex and Tia, to whom we gave the Range Rover.
Yeah.
They came with 8-week-old Violet.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing Violet was probably one of the youngest there. And then we had, the Australian couple. They were, I don't know, retired. So maybe late 60s or so.
You?
So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
so mid 70s. Yeah, 80s. Yeah.
Tom?
So, oh Christ, yeah.
90s.
90s,
Yeah.
definite 90s.
Yeah.
And we really had something for everyone. The food was really spot on. The entertainment I thought was really good. I thought we were quite funny on stage, on occasion.
Yeah, a bit of banter.
And all of your favorite YouTubers were there. And Adam C revealed his new car, his Renault Twingo. And it was just so cool, man.
Also, Misha drove all the way over from Germany.
Yeah.
as
Misha
well.
drove. What? No, he flew.
Did he?
No,
No, he drove.
he drove.
No. He flew and then he picked up a car and then he drove in. He picked up a car from a company or a friend. I can't remember.
He told us that he drove a Jaguar XJS V12 all the way from the Nürburgring.
No, he lied. He took a flight, man.
Misha!
No, but it was great seeing Misha and, also getting his insights on stage. We gave away, we have to talk about the giveaway. The Volvo V70R, the car that's called
Child
Volvo.
versus mullet.
Child versus mullet.
It's really funny.
So, 3:45, it was giveaway time of that car. The crowd gathered again. It was 5,000-6,000 deep. It was mental. I put on a very sequined, sparkly purple jacket, which is in that bag over there. And it's one of those ones, like on the pillows or the cushions where you can actually like draw stuff in because the sequins go the other way. And before I went up on stage, Taylor was like, wait, just give me a second. And then I could just feel something on my back. I was like, I don't even need to see it. It's going to be a massive penis. And I got up on stage, sure enough, turned around and the whole crowd erupted. I just had a massive...
laughed.
And they laughed. So I was playing Dale Kirsten, your game show host, and we had 8 people who were chosen at complete random. So out of all the Eventbrite tickets that were sold, Chiro went through a random comment generator, and at the beginning of the day he called those people and said, right, at 3:45 you need to be at the stage. So that was how they were selected. I know there are a few people who are a bit confused, but yeah, we had 7 guys, 1 girl. Of those guys, there was a really entertaining guy with a mullet.
Yeah,
there was a 16-year-old child as well.
Yeah.
And sure enough, we whittled it down to mullet versus child. And it was a best of 5 questions. One of the questions which blew me away was, and try and play this at home, if you please. The question was, the first time we saw Taylor Hetherington on the Autoalex YouTube channel, he was wearing what on his head? Have a little think. Child was straight on the buzzer, and he said the correct answer immediately, which was, Taylor?
a Burger King crown.
A Burger King crown. And I was like, holy shit, how do you remember this stuff? But he knew the answers to everything. So he won that car. And Rory, you actually spoke to his dad after. And what was the dad's kind of sentiment? What was he thinking?
Well,
It must have been a bit bizarre, right?
yeah, but apparently the child, Tom was his name.
Yes.
is a massive fan, and
Hello, Tom, by the way.
I think he's been off school for a while,
Yeah.
so I think he has been watching a lot of the videos.
Yep.
And then I was like, so what are you going to do with the car? You're 16. And he's like, I'm going to keep it. And I was like, would you not want to, because obviously it's a big car. It's got a big engine. It's going to be quick, insurance. And I was like, do you not want to sell it and then maybe get like your first car? And then he was like, no, I'm going to keep it.
Fair play to him.
So yeah. I'm looking forward to,
And his dad's all right with that?
apparently so, yeah.
Wicked. I love it.
So hopefully we've got a few things to do to the car,
Yep.
basically, and then we're going
A
to
few little fixes, yeah.
deliver it to them.
That is amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait to do that.
And thank God they're not too far away.
No, they're only in Oxford, I think. So yeah. We were worrying. We were like going, God, what if they're in like the tip of Scotland? Or something?
Yeah. No, but it was, I think we did a really, really good job.
Yeah, that was really good fun doing that. I did like how everyone was shouting, "Go on the mullet!"
Yeah. And we also played 20 questions, didn't we, up on
Yeah,
stage,
yeah.
which was really good. Speaking of which, shall we pause for 20 questions? Shall we just have a quick round of just something random?
All right.
Something a bit mindless.
Whose go is it?
Taylor, think of a car, any car. You've
Must
got
be
10
my
seconds.
Wait.
Oh,
Oh, shit, you've got me now. Wait. You're distracting me with this music.
You got the car. Have you got the car?
Yes.
Is it European?
No.
Is it American?
No.
Is it Japanese?
No.
Is it Korean?
No.
Is it Australian?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Is it a Holden?
Yes.
Oh, we're at
Is it a
6.
Holden Commodore?
No.
Is it a Holden Maloo?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That was so quick.
Wow.
That was really quick. I'll give you that.
Oh, fantastic. I actually drove one of those. I had one for a night when I used to
Really?
work at Autocar, when I used to be somebody.
I'd love to drive one of those. So one of my old best mates, Rob, his dad used to have a VXR8,
Oh yeah,
which is like the equivalent of the Holden,
yeah.
whatever it is. But it was like the 4-door. It's the later one. So not the Monaro. It was the VXR8, like the big one.
Yeah.
And it was supercharged.
Ooh.
And it had a small pulley on it and some zhuzhy bits. And it
Yeah.
had flaps in the exhaust.
Oh,
And he took me out in it. It was like 800 brake horsepower,
Wow.
800, but the fastest car I've ever been in.
Really?
It was fucking terrifying.
You've not been in Phil then?
But it was, I have been in film.
Well, then that's the fastest car in the world.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was so good.
speaking of your cars, we haven't even mentioned.
Oh, we have an update. What have we all been up to, Taylor?
Well,
Yeah.
I've made a purchase.
You have made a purchase.
Yeah.
Does Tom know?
No.
Let's reveal it to him when we go and see him in a little bit.
So, I think... right.
Yeah.
I'm going to start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, where did it all go wrong, Taylor?
I have never had any good luck with tow vehicles.
Yeah.
Ever. They've always broken, always
To be
been
fair,
unreliable.
Brick was reliable for a time.
And the KN.
The KM was the best one I've had.
Yeah, you shouldn't
Yes.
have got rid of that.
The
You shouldn't
KM,
have
but
said
it was so uneconomical.
So juicy.
The KM was the best I've had. Brick was okay, but not reliable.
Yeah.
The engine and gearbox were good, but everything else fell apart.
Yes.
And I sort of drew a line under Brick. Sold him recently, got really upset, bought myself a Porsche Cayenne Turbo
How's that going?
on impulse,
How's that going?
which is not going well. So
Jesus.
Richard's Fabrications has had it for 2 or 3 weeks now. It's pissing oil out.
Oh, shit.
And I mean pissing
Where
oil
from?
out. Don't know.
Okay.
The engine.
Yes.
Um,
The engine.
It doesn't want to start at the moment either, does
well,
it?
the battery was knackered.
Oh, God.
So I spent 140 quid on a new battery.
Yeah.
I put the new battery in it. It was starting, and now it isn't. And apparently it just clicks, and he thinks it needs a starter motor. Starter motor's in the middle of the V.
Oh,
You got to take all the internet off, all the pipes off,
shit.
everything. It's going to be weeks until
So
that
about your
car's done.
£1,900 KN
Yeah.
turbo. Going well?
No.
No.
So I obviously, ADHD sort of flared up a bit. I was like, okay, I'm done. I've not even seen the car. I'm done.
You still haven't seen the car, have you?
No, I've not even seen it. I got bored of it already.
It's funny, isn't it? He hasn't even seen it yet. He sends it straight to Richard's Fabrication for a full exhaust
Well, I
system.
wanted it to be ready for when I get back, and it's just all gone tits up.
It has gone tits up. Sorry.
So-
You were saying.
I was like, look, I just need a tow vehicle. I've got vehicles to pick up this week. I've
Yeah.
got a bit of logistical stuff to do. I can't keep using my van to tow. I am going to blow it up again. I
You
really
are.
don't want to do that. And the van needs a little bit of work as well. It needs some tyres. It needs wheel alignment. It needs a few other bits.
Yeah.
So I just need a tow vehicle. So obviously I had a little chat to you earlier.
We did have a little chin wag.
And I have made a purchase.
Yes.
I have purchased
Yes.
significant Peter.
You have. Big P is going
I
to
have.
Taylor Hetherington.
I have, which I really didn't expect.
So how much do you give me?
Oh, I overpaid for
Sorry,
it.
give you?
Well, yeah, it's my car.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Is
I'll
it
tell
really
you what.
though? So
Yeah,
did you
yeah,
actually go
so-
through with it?
I'll give you what you pay for it.
Did you go through with it? Did you buy it?
I returned
or
it
did
under
you bottle
warranty.
it?
I returned it under warranty.
So what? You took it away and you drove it home, and then you weren't happy with it and you returned it, or
No,
did you
no,
just bottle it?
because it didn't even make it home.
Rory,
It didn't even make it back from the Nürburgring.
Rory, it's okay to admit that you made a mistake.
I made a mistake.
Well,
Oh,
it did make
God,
it
that feels
back.
good.
Big P did
Just.
make it home.
Just.
But anyway,
Rory
I-
bottled it. He didn't want it. I said, Rory, just say you've made a mistake and we will just reverse everything. Because I knew you're an idiot, but you're not that much of an idiot. I knew you weren't going to have that car. But I do know an idiot who will. Taylor.
Hi.
That's you. Hey.
so yeah, I've agreed with you that obviously I'll have Big P.
You
and
will.
we can still use him for shoots and
Yes.
whatever.
Yes.
We're
We're driving to Botswana.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah. You put a bit of fuel in him, away you go.
Yep. And if anything breaks, you're paying for it.
Yeah.
It's general wear and tear.
Sure.
Yeah.
Unless we purposely somehow damage the car somewhere.
Yeah. Which is to be expected that you then
Yeah.
fix that
Yes.
shit. So yeah, I've bought Big P. I'm quite excited. I'm going to go and get him today from Tom's.
Okay, good.
Probably blow up on the way
Because
home.
Big Pete is actually at Tom's for repairs.
Yes.
Transfer box. brakes.
Doesn't need a transfer box, does it?
No, it's torque converter.
It is torque
Sorry, I
converter.
keep on getting confused. Torque converter.
The brakes do need replacing.
brakes
though.
do.
Yeah, I'll change the brakes.
Yeah.
Is it pads and discs?
It's pads and discs and caliper.
But it's okay because they were only changed, how many months ago?
Not that long ago.
Yeah,
actually.
So it's reliable. Very reliable.
Yeah, but it's because there's caliper seized.
I might upgrade the brakes.
Oh my god, you can do what I always wanted
Range
to do.
Rover Sport
You-
Brembos.
yeah, you can put Range Rover Sport Brembos on
Oh.
it. And then
think
it
I'm
actually
gonna do
brakes
that.
good.
Yeah.
So the question it breaks well. The question is how long do we think Taylor's going to keep the car before he gets bored and moves on? Two months. I'll give him
I
6
don't
weeks.
know.
I'll give him 6 weeks.
I think it depends on how long Big Pete stays reliable for. If he fixes all of this stuff and
3
it
weeks.
and
3
it
weeks.
no, I think if it just keeps chugging along, I don't think he would get rid of that car.
I just want something reliable.
It won't be that, but I'm so glad that it's now no longer my problem. I am selling cars left, right, and centre. You've also taken a deposit on the S4, haven't you?
Yeah, we've taken a deposit on the S4. That'll be going soon.
Yeah. Oh, Chris, merchandise Chris,
Yep.
is very, very, very interested in Alfred.
I think he's pretty
The
much
Alpha.
bored.
Yeah.
He has, yeah. So he still needs to sell his R8. So where is that for sale, Taylor?
It's for sale on eBay, Auto Trader, and TaylorMade Cars.
Okay.
Guys, it's listed for 30, but it'll take 29.
Oh shit.
Brilliant.
He will. He will.
But it is a really nice car, that R8.
It is
It's an
lovely.
R8
It
manual,
is lovely.
gated manual, first gen.
It's the
Lovely,
one you
lovely
want.
car,
It is the
yeah.
one you want. Yeah. So
If
if
you
you
want
are
something-
after a well-sorted R8, then get one now cheap because he's desperate.
And
No, I'm
also-
joking. He's not. But he
also-
just wants it gone.
That is the cheapest those cars are ever going to be.
Oh my god,
Yes,
yes.
yeah.
But, and it is a supercar.
Yeah, it's a mid-engine
supercar.
V8
He
manual.
took it to Cafe and Machine yesterday for the I Love You Man evening, and the smile on his face when he was driving away,
Yeah.
it was amazing. And I've driven that car on track. It is fantastic.
It's really
Yeah,
good.
really,
yeah.
really good.
Really, really good. But yeah, so I've got stop farting.
Sorry.
You're
that
going to
just-
ruin the fabric.
Yeah, no, I've just burnt a hole through it.
Jesus.
Oh
But yeah,
my
so
god! Oh my
I've bought
god!
Big
We're going
P.
to have to set this couch on fire
What
after we
is
leave.
going on?
I think he's already done it for us, to be honest.
I know someone who's very good at starting fires. Taylor, would you mind?
I am quite good at starting
You are,
fires,
yeah.
So yeah, I've bought Big P.
You have.
Classic cars. So you've bought a classic car, Rory, which I shall keep disclosed.
Yep. That'll be
but we-
coming out this Thursday.
Yeah, my one, still unsure what I'm doing with it. Because it's
It's a write-off. It's a Cat B
it's
write-off.
so rusty.
It's so rusty.
Oh
it just
my
needs to go
I
in the
think
bin.
we are probably leaning towards what the comments were suggesting, which is we'll take the supercharger out of it.
and put it on the Allegro.
Put it on
Yeah.
the Allegro.
which
Yeah.
would be hilarious.
It's going to be such a shame because that Mini, like them to have the old Mini and the new Mini together, but it's looking
I cannot
unrealistic.
tell you how much I want that car back on the road. That
Yeah.
Mini, but I've never bought a car that
Yeah,
rusty.
it's cool, but it's too far gone. So there comes a line where you just need to draw a line in the
Yeah,
sand
yeah.
and
So-
just say, okay, this one's
Plus,
a loser.
Allegro.
Yeah, hello, hello.
I like that everyone was like, when I bought it, they were like, this is shit. What have you bought this
No,
for?
no.
And then I bring it over and they're like, oh, this is actually really cool.
But they say that because it is so shit that it's now
good.
become cool.
Yeah, I know, yeah. But it's, I do really, really like the Allegro. It's a
Yeah.
funny little thing. Really
So
funny little thing.
you've got yours, haven't you?
I've got mine.
Yeah, and you quite like it. You were actually driving around in it today.
I was probably having some of the best driving experience I was ever having.
Really?
Oh my god!
Wow.
I was driving it over, and I was like, "This is the bollocks."
Yeah,
It is-
great summer car as well.
It's actually got quite a nice sound to it as well. I don't know if you heard it when I was in front of you.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Revving.
I was right behind you. I was towing, but yeah, I was still keeping up.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be quick. It just needs to be fun.
No, you need to
funny.
drive fast everywhere because then fast is fun.
No.
But it's my turn soon.
Yeah, and you're
I need to
yet
buy
to
something.
buy something, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't want anything. I don't want anything like an Allegro. I don't want anything like what you've got. I'm thinking bigger and better. I also don't want anything British. I want something German.
So not a Rolls Royce.
Not, but it's big.
If you
innit?
got offered a Rolls Royce, you'd buy it.
A Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow, I would buy, but the budget is £3,000. But if you have one, and it can be made road legal if it's not too buggered up, then I will buy it because that would be funny.
Yes. Or something like, would you buy a Land Rover?
Oh,
like a classic.
what can you get? A Series 3 or 2?
You probably get like an ex-army one.
I probably would. Yeah, probably would. I want something 70s because I want my classic to be a proper classic.
Yeah.
Not 80s. 80s is too kind of modern
too
classic,
new,
isn't it?
Yeah, I think at 80s you're kind of just in an older car at then.
Well,
It's not-
I still class a car from the 80s, like my E28, the E28s or whatever. I
Yeah.
still class them as retro. They're not
Yeah.
really.
That's because you're
classic.
really old.
Yeah,
You are really
no,
old.
I was
So
sitting.
that.
I was sitting in there going, "There's no way this can be in the same category as ours." Because
Yeah.
I was there with my power adjustable mirrors, and I was there like listening to Bluetooth through the stereo, and the stereo was
Who's
actually
Bluetooth?
sorry, listening to music through the Bluetooth on the stereo. And the speakers were quite good. The seats were
Yeah.
comfy. I was like, no, he cannot be in something like this for the challenge.
yeah.
Like,
But,
me
it's
and-
still a classic. It's still more than 40 years
me
old.
and Taylor are going to be so uncomfortable during our trip.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy myself an S-Class Mercedes. 1983, just on the cusp.
No.
I'll waft past you at 175,000 miles an hour.
You say that though, Rory. The chairs in the Allegro are fantastically comfortable. I think I'll be quite comfy in that.
I think you might be.
Yeah.
you might be.
Same with my car. That really comfort.
Oh,
yeah.
Mhm.
How's the structural rigidity of your car, Rory?
How's your leaf spring suspension?
Yeah. How's the bodywork? Or is it full of filler or is it just solid? Yeah.
Look.
Look, what look? You
Can
ain't
we-
got nothing, man.
No. I have. I cannot put my foot through the floor on mine though.
I can.
That is
I
true.
can.
That is true.
Mine
That
is
true.
actually, incredibly. As you'll see in the video,
Mhm.
it is not rusty.
Mine is.
Hmm.
Mine definitely is.
Well,
In fact, since doing the episode on mine, and in fact Shedfest, I've stripped my Mini down, taken all the carpets out,
Why?
just to see how rusty it is.
God,
And it's-
you're a masochist.
It's catastrophic.
Yes.
It's what's that?
What? What's this?
Catastrophic.
I've got them also for first sake. I'll pop it right. So Miles, Miles was parked in the barn in the farm where it shouldn't be parked. Lewis also took the keys, so Miles can't be moved.
Brilliant.
So the landowner's going to be very upset.
Is he going to bring the keys back?
Yeah,
well, he's going to give them to me.
I'll pop. Oh, your house.
Yeah, because he's also got the Nocco as well.
Oh,
Brilliant.
for crying out loud!
Brilliant.
Oh no.
Thanks, Lewis.
Thanks, Lewis.
Gold.
Thanks, Lewis. No, it's all good. It's all good.
But yeah, what
To be
else?
fair, he's got to be the most tired out of all of us.
Yes.
That
I
man
did
was
do some
transporting
drafting,
cars like left, right, and centre
Yes.
for Shedfest.
He
so-
does do a very good job at moving shit
Yeah,
up and down. the
Bigfoot
country.
Transport. If you need anything,
Yeah.
give him a shout.
He's also very, very, very reasonable, and he's legit always on time. Unlike you, Taylor.
Excuse me.
What
I
time
was
did
on
you get
time
here?
for Shedfest. I was earlier than you, actually.
For Shedfest?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he was. He was, Alex.
Thank you very much.
I got stuck in the queues.
No.
Yeah.
On the
What?
day before Shedfest when we were setting up,
Oh yeah.
what happened, Alex?
Oh, traffic. Traffic was a
No,
nightmare.
was it?
Yeah.
Absolute nightmare.
Because you were on target for like 5 o'clock, which is what we agreed to.
4:30. Actually, I was
Yeah.
going to get there early.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
So, funny story. I left my house at about 2:00 with Rianne, my very pregnant wife, and my good friend James. Car was packed, floor to ceiling. Get to the unit, make really good time, about 41, 42 minutes. Lovely, jubbly. Open up the shutter. Trailer's there to greet me. Hook up the trailer. I take out the ramps as well, which is a very heavy, dirty job.
Yeah.
And I look at Nigel, I look at Phil, I'm like, right, you boys, you're going to have a fantastic show. I'm going to show you off. People are going to love you, take lots of pictures. And I'm like, right, all I need to do now is just drive them onto the trailer and then away we go.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remembered that there was a slight flaw in my plan.
And what was that?
The keys were in my rucksack, which I checked. The keys were definitely in my rucksack,
Yeah.
but my rucksack definitely wasn't in the car. Because I remember leaving it on the sofa and then just getting excited and leaving my house.
And were you calm about that?
Very. I took it in my stride and I said, guys, we need to think of a plan B. Let's not panic.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm terribly sure.
You sure?
I'm so sure. I've never been more sure. I am cool as a cucumber.
Are you sure you didn't throw a wobbly?
Why? What have you heard? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing at this, Rory? Have you been fed misinformation by my good wife?
No, I've just been fed information.
What was the information you were fed? Remember, there's two sides to every story here, Rory.
Just that obviously
Yeah.
you took it incredibly well, and
Exactly.
and there wasn't a near meltdown at all from it happening.
There was a
Yeah,
little
well,
bit
yeah.
of frustration here and there.
But let's hear more about this meltdown.
There was no meltdown. I just threw some things. I shouted a little bit at myself. I had to pack up the trailer, and then I insisted on going back to the house myself because it would just be more efficient. And then Rianne and James were like, "No, we'll come with you because otherwise we'll be sitting in a cold unit."
Because
And-
it's not insulated.
No, because it's not insulated. I shout again. Sorry. I'm very gassy.
Stop farting.
Oh, it's because I've had a protein shake this morning.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Oh, it
No,
goes
it's because
right
you're,
through
it's
me.
'cause you're an old man and you got a saggy ass.
I do have a saggy arse.
Chairs
Yeah.
vibrating across the unit.
But yeah, we all loaded up again, and then on the way home, I was furious, and oh Christ, that smells.
I've heard about you losing your temper, but I've actually never seen you lose your temper.
You know what? That is the one thing that Alex doesn't do. He does disappointed very well, but he doesn't do angry. Like you don't see angry Alex a lot.
When
No.
do I do what? Outwardly do disappointed? What, in
Oh,
other people or myself?
You're very like a visible disappointed
Yes.
person.
Right.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
does it make the people that have disappointed me feel bad?
I think sometimes those people would just rather you just go, "Oh, you fucking idiot."
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm like one of those dads. where
Yeah,
it's
I'm not angry.
I'm not angry. I'm disappointed.
Do
yeah.
you feel embarrassed to get angry in front of me and Rory? Because you've never shown it in front of us.
No, I think Rory and I, we've been frustrated with each other before.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't, I mean, we have had little tiffs, little lovers' quiffs.
No, but I mean,
tiffs.
like, if you're angry with something else,
Yeah.
I've never seen you.
That's because I'm cool, calm, and collected.
No,
at
I think
all
it's because
times.
you don't want to show anger in front of me and Rory.
No, I just don't want to
it's
intimidate
weakness.
you too much. It's my weakness.
It's his weakness.
No.
Because you won't like it when he's angry.
No, I don't think I particularly get angry. I'm quite good at just, I don't
Alex.
know. I get angry in the car a
Alex.
lot. Yeah.
It's not your fault.
I know.
Alex.
I know.
Alex, it's not your fault.
Don't.
Alex.
Stop.
Alex.
Stop.
It's not your fault, man.
Name that movie.
What, us or
No, name the movie that came from.
what, me?
Yeah.
Good Will Hunting.
There you go. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You two are
Because
so-
people probably just think we're just doing some weird flowing, but there is a
just-
fantastic movie
Matt Damon.
with Matt
Robin,
Damon,
Robin Williams.
and Robin Williams.
I like Robin
It was one of my
Williams.
favourite films.
It is fantastic. Yeah. Does it make? I bet it makes you cry every time.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
yeah.
What was I saying? I don't get angry except when I'm in the car. I
You
get
do
furious.
get angry,
No, I don't.
just not very often.
No. Well, I get angry on a daily basis in the car because people are just so shit at driving.
And your Apple CarPlay fucks up.
Yeah, it's been good recently actually because
Because you've managed to know how to work.
no,
it.
it's because I threatened it. I said if you don't work, I will put my fist through you and I will
You didn't
throw my
know-
phone.
You didn't know how to use it. That's why it's been good.
No, it just wasn't working.
That's funny.
But I just found, especially on the way home from Cafe the Machine yesterday, on the M40, everyone was just so dozy and asleep.
Yeah.
I did so much undertaking. I didn't even mean to.
You hypothetically.
Hypothetically did so much undertaking. I wasn't even hypothetically breaking the speed limit. But genuinely, people are just in the middle lane.
Yeah.
I know it's such a cliche, but I've never seen it as bad before.
Can I also say, have you ever seen the roads in as bad state as they are now?
They are really
there's-
bad.
I've
Yeah.
hit so many potholes recently.
Yeah.
So
but like
many.
roadworks and like, oh yeah, Taylor's decided he's moving house.
Oh my God, I'm
What?
moving. I am moving. So
Yeah?
this morning, obviously, I was late.
No.
I was late by a
Taylor
bit.
late? No, I
Look,
don't believe it.
I left
Yeah.
early this
Yeah.
morning. I went up to the unit.
Yeah.
I put my lovely 130i manual away, which
Yeah.
is for sale, by the way, if anyone wants one.
It's quite slow though, isn't it?
No, it's a good car, that.
That is actually fast. I do like it.
So I put that away, got in my van,
Yeah.
I was going to go somewhere on the way here. I got stuck in so much traffic trying to get on and on the M25.
Was that still traffic
That-
for Mallory?
No. Funny.
Too soon.
Too soon? Too soon. Yeah,
soon.
sorry.
So,
By this point, they've all switched off anyway. Yeah.
so from my junction,
Yeah.
which apparently is one of the busiest junctions, if not the busiest junction on the M25, from my junction to the A1, which is about 3 or 4 junctions on the M25, roadworks, cones everywhere, 50 miles an hour.
Did you hit them all?
And it is, no, but I should.
You should.
But it is carnage.
Really?
Absolute carnage. It took me, the other day, it took me 40 minutes to get onto the M25.
Oh, shit.
And then today, it wasn't actually that bad getting onto the M25. But once I was on it, I sat for an hour.
Oh, no.
Literally an hour. And I didn't get to the next junction for an hour. And it's going to be like that. I saw a sign and it said, work starts here from the 2nd of May
Yeah.
until spring 2025.
Oh, that's next year.
And I just thought, oh,
And the thing is,
Oh, shit.
you know, with our highways people, that'll be spring 2026.
yeah. And they're not
shit.
even doing anything. The cones have been there for God knows how many days now. And they're just cones. They have not done a single thing. There was not a single
I
worker
really
on
like
the
the
road.
signs that say, you may not see us, but we are still working. No, you fucking
No,
not.
they're not working. There was not a single person working on the carriageway. There was cones strewn across the entire carriageway, and there was not a single member of the working staff working on the fucking carriageway.
It'd be really good if instead of like starting 50 different projects all at once, they just focused everyone on one project and finished it and finished it and finished it.
Or just employ more people.
Or just get it done.
So annoying.
Yeah. I've just had a message from Phil McGovern from Caffeine and Machine.
Oh,
Phil's
yeah.
lovely. I like
Yeah,
Phil.
Phil's great.
So obviously we all went to the I Love You Man event yesterday, which is on the first Monday of every month, and I was the first guest of 2024. Just chat about my story, kind of Q&A and all that stuff. It was really, really, really good vibe in the tent. And as part of that, because it's chatting about my story, Phil said, "What's your charity of choice?" So my charity of choice is Crohn's and colitis. My mum has Crohn's disease. She's had it since 1975. And I've witnessed, my mum's health decline over the years quite a lot. And, I've nearly lost her quite a few times. So it was lovely that the ticket sales and donations actually amounted to, it was just over £1,000 from people who came to visit and to, listen to the talk. And I am matching that. And we are giving just over £2,000 to the Crohn's and colitis charity, which for me is just like such an awesome thing. So
And Phil says that is the largest amount that has ever been donated during one of their
which is
I Love
really
You
nice.
Man since the first one.
which is lovely.
And he also said that the tickets for this I Love You Man sold out the fastest than any other I Love You Man they've done.
which I found like weird, but he said 40 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Because I actually had to ask him for tickets for you guys as well. But I just wanted to say, Phil, thank you very much for inviting me. It was a real pleasure, and I will definitely be back because it's a really, really good night, and anything for charity is awesome. So and also thank you guys for coming and supporting as well.
Yeah, of course.
No, it's quite cool that all of us.
It's lovely,
I didn't even know Gareth was coming as well. It was nice that everyone came. Yeah.
Yeah, it was lovely. And Caffeine and Machine's a lovely venue as well. It's really, really nice.
I really wish we'd have thought of that.
Oh, Caffeine and Machine.
Yeah, maybe we could like have a rival company called Maffine and Caffeine.
I think Phil would shut
The
us down.
problem is,
Maybe
if we did something like that, we'd just put ourselves out of business by drinking the pub dry.
that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Or no one would be able to get in.
Because of the queues.
Oh,
Too soon.
shit, yeah.
Oh shit! Come on, we got to make light of it somehow. Please, just let us make light of it
What,
now.
All
what
right,
else
and
has everyone else been
Well,
up to?
well, I think we should wrap it up there because
Why is it? Because we're going to be late for Tom again?
yeah, we will.
What
be
time
late
did
for
you say we'd be there? Half past?
5:30.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, we still got a bit of time.
What
else have we been
not by
up
the
to?
time that we actually do.
Lawnmower update?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So there's 3 things that I got asked about.
Here we
actually,
go.
guys.
Okay. So
We
he
got
didn't really.
time
He
now.
wanted to wind it down. But
Sorry,
also three things.
this will be it. There was 3 things I got asked about Shedfest, and it was 1, how's the lawnmower? Which, to everyone asking, it's great. It's
Hot
absolutely fucking amazing.
Someone please steal it.
My landlords absolutely are obsessed with it. They think the house is looking the best it's ever looked since I moved in. And yeah, it's just amazing. It genuinely is amazing. 2,
Yeah.
the question was what's happened with the motorbike. I don't know if we made it clear enough from the video. It's gone. The police have it.
How can you not make it any more clear? We had footage of the police stealing it.
I don't know. Everyone was like, oh, so does that mean you're not getting it back? No, we will not get it back. It will probably be marked as a Cat B because of the frames being tampered with, so they will crush it. Will we get our parts back? Probably not. No, I don't think we will, because the police will not really bother, to be honest.
No.
And then the other thing, the last thing that I got asked the most was, where's your mum?
Oh.
Which
Is it like your childhood all over again? Can I come round? Where's your mum? Where's your mum round?
But yeah, and then at that point it was quite funny because my mum was sitting on the little grass hill next to me, and I'd just point and go, "You're right, mum, can you wave?" And she'd be like,
That is brilliant.
Oh, how funny.
I love Jackie. She's great.
Also, shout out to my parents-in-law, Dave and
Dave.
Joe.
Daddy
Dave and Joe.
Daddy Dave.
At the very beginning when it was so funny, when we were coming over the bridge to greet everyone and let everyone in, I looked to my 11 o'clock and I saw Dave and Joe just bounding down the hill. And I was like, hey up, Dave's on the rampage. And he just came to say hello. And I was like, do you want to come in? He was like, yeah, I won't say no, mate. Cheers. And I just moved the barrier. Moved the barrier. And then they just did a whole lap of Mallory. And then, came to see us. But the support that, Dave and Joe show us is just phenomenal.
Gotta love Daddy Dave.
Yeah,
I love
he's
Daddy
good.
Dave,
He's good.
yeah.
The first time we ever met, the first thing he ever said to me was, "Oh, Ali, what's your story? I don't know anything about you." I was like, "Brilliant. We're off to a very flying start." But no, he's actually welcomed me, and I get hugs these days. Do you know why I get hugs, Taylor?
Is it because of me?
It is because of you, because he gives you hugs, and I was just like, "Daddy Dave, this is not on."
Yeah.
So I literally he's not a hugger. I just literally force hugs on him. Yeah. So thank you, Taylor. You
That's all right.
actually sorted me out.
Good.
And yeah, also shout out to Rianne, my wife. She is 7 months pregnant, and she was on her feet all day. She was looking after us,
An
feeding
absolute
us
superstar.
water, going to the stage and back, ushering us to the stage and back. So yeah, you're awesome. You are, it sounds so soppy, but yeah, you are my rock, and I'm very excited for us to have our little girl together. And to you guys as well. It's just brilliant.
No.
So I love what we do. We're a very, very close-knit family. And I hope that shows as well. And again, sorry that things didn't go right. We disappointed you. We will do better.
And one thing I think from probably both of us, thank you, Alex.
God, stop it. Right, you're both fired. Piss off.
But without obviously you, and without your trust in fact that we can do what we can do with this channel and everything, we wouldn't be where we are now. And it is amazing what we're doing at the moment.
It is good. Yeah, it is good. Yeah.
Thank you, Alex.
That's all right, Taylor. Will you start being on time?
Never.
And then, just to round this up, I would just like to say again, I know it's a bit of an end to it, but yeah, sorry again. We will do better. Sorry to all the people who got stuck in cars, the villagers, the farmers.
We can't not talk about the village. Sorry, we completely fucked up your villagers.
Yeah, it's
it wasn't the intention. We just wanted everything to go smoothly, as did Chiro,
Yeah.
as did Mallory Park.
Yeah.
So remember that we're all humans. We make mistakes. Not everything goes to plan.
And we will be doing more events. We will be doing more regular events coming up soon as well. Smaller ones, more around the country.
Yes.
They will be happening. So if you did miss this one, and you still want to go to an Autoalex or Shedfest type event, we will be doing more, and they will be sooner than next year.
I want to go. I don't think.
I've always wanted to do a tailor-made cars and coffee.
Oh yeah,
We did one once, didn't we?
We
And it
did,
went
yeah.
that
really
was good
well.
at your unit. Yeah, that was very good.
I'd
That
like
was very
to do
good.
some more of those.
We got
potentially.
some really good pictures there as well from
Yes.
Rafe.
Yeah.
Very
Good,
tall Rafe, fantastic
Yeah.
photographer. He was actually part of my wedding photography team.
He's a great guy, Rafe.
Yeah, really, really
Really
good.
like,
So yeah, we will be doing more shows, and the next big thing on our list is Matt Wood.
Yep.
Matt Pollard, we are working on it right now. For those of you who don't know Matt Pollard, go check out his YouTube channel, Matt's Motors. He's currently working on a K11 Micra. I want to say
believe so,
K11.
yeah.
And
Or
he's got a really
K10,
high
I
mileage Porsche 944, and he's just He's just the best person ever.
Yep. And
So,
if you don't know his story, there's 2 videos. If you just type Matt Wood into YouTube, you should be able to see them as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we would love to see everyone, as many people at Matt Wood as possible. And it is just a massive charity drive. I think Matt, again, would like it to go to the Fountain Foundation, and the Fountain Foundation look after people with cancer, like aftercare, support, all the rest of it, everything going through chemo. So they are really, really important, especially to people like Matt. So that's on our list. And in the meantime, we're just going to carry on buying more buckets of shit and hopefully entertaining you guys. Putting a smile back on your faces. From us, thank you very much for listening to us and being patient with us, and hopefully stuff makes a little bit more sense now. We will see you in your eye holes, your ear holes next week, and as ever, whatever you guys are doing, do it to the best of your ability and be kind to everyone you encounter, because that is very infectious. Any more to say?
No, I think
all right.
I think we're all good there.
Let's go to Tom's. Sorry, Tom, we're late. Yeah? Mm-hmm. All right. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.